And tonight with a live look outside in South El Paso as the homeless and even migrants in the area brace for another hard freeze tonight in the borderland, with overnight temperatures expected to be in the low 20s. And one local NGO is providing resources to those in need. Thank you for choosing KTSM 9 News at 6. I'm Andy Morgan.
And I'm Monica Cortez. Officials at the Opportunity Center for the Homeless tell KTSM they saw about a 20% increase in people seeking shelter last night. KTSM 9 News reporter Oriana Botaro is live from South El Paso. And Oriana, what is the situation looking like out there?
Hey Andy and Monica, we're here in downtown where we've been closely following and monitoring the situation as temperatures continue to plummet since last night, and they'll continue dropping throughout the week, where over a dozen migrants have gathered since this morning seeking shelter from the cold temperatures, but others haven't been as lucky. As temperatures plummeted across El Paso on Sunday night, I turned my attention over to the challenges faced by migrants having to endure the frigid conditions and what they're doing to stay warm.
We stayed in a shelter because the cold weather was really rough, and today I finally found my wife, thank goodness. The locals have donated gloves, and the shelter provided us a place to spend the night, and food as well.
However, some have not gotten as lucky.
I've had to sleep 3 or 4 days on the street.
John Martin, the CEO of the Opportunity Center for the Homeless in El Paso, along with his team, are working day and night to provide migrants, along with the homeless people, the care they so desperately need. Even mentioning that on Sunday night, they saw a 20% increase in the number of families coming in as temperatures plummeted, mostly being families.
Our men's shelter was about 130, whereas this time last week we were actually close to 100.
But the shelters are also facing challenges like overcapacity and lack of supplies.
Well, we've had to set limits on the number of migrants that have come into our shelters, so we are prioritizing the local homeless population over the migrant population. We also need additional blankets, sleeping bags, and other cold weather type clothing.
The migrants are facing a long winter ahead, but many don't plan on staying here for longer. Most have hopes of making it to their final destination, like Chicago, New York, or Florida. And one important thing that John Martin mentioned is that with the uptick in respiratory illnesses such as COVID and the flu, they're making sure to take the proper precautions inside the shelters to guarantee that there isn't a mass spread of an infection. They're testing everybody, and they also have a quarantine hotel. Back to the studio.